Do you ever wonder why you can have one cookie and suddenly want the whole box? Well, let me tell you this, it's not discipline, it's biology. Today, I'm going to break down exactly why sugar cravings happen to give you some simple, useful nutrition principles to add in your life right now, today. By the end of this episode, you'll understand why eating whole foods, high protein, high fat, and low carbs can literally rewire your hunger signals, stop food cravings for good. So let's get started. What's up, family? It's your favorite cousin, Cowboy Jay. Welcome to the Thrive Transformation Podcast. What sugar cravings really are. So those sugar cravings is just a signal that your body is sending, and most people blame themselves. They think that it's a character flaw of theirs because they always have those sweet cravings. Well, let me tell you this. These foods are designed, your body is designed, is so smart. So these foods are designed to override your body signals, those internal, that dopamine, though that leptin, though that ghrelin hormones that we have that lets us know whether we're full, whether we're hungry, and those cravings. So depending on what you eat can dictate how you feel, what you eat, how much you eat. So that's why it's very important to pay attention to what you're putting in your body each and every meal, each and every day. So when you're sugar, this is what sugar does. Sugar releases dopamine because dopamine is released when it's like that happy hormone. You can be doing a multitude of things. So you can be working out. Why do you think you feel better coming out of a workout than you do going into a workout? When somebody hugs you, when you're eating sweets, when you're watching TV, the things that you like that make you happy, that make you feel happy, that's the dopamine because now it's making you want more. You're wanting more. So it gives you that short term pleasure. That short term pleasure makes your brain want more. I want more. I want more. So when you get something sweet, that sweetness increases that dopamine, and then that dopamine in return saying, "Hey, I want more. I want more. Just keep bringing it in. I ain't full. I ain't full. I want more." So when that blood sugar spikes, insulin has to spike to bring it back down. So when that blood sugar spikes, just have you ever had a crash? Like you had something that was sitting on you heavy, or just think about the holidays when you eat and you feel like you got to go to sleep. So you ride that high of eating, 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 and then as soon as you get done eating, after a bit, when that food starts to digest, you have that crash, that sudden crash, and it feel like you need to rest. You need to sit down. You might need to take a nap. And then right after that, depending on what you ate, it feels like, hey, I could actually go eat again. So just think about the carbs that you're eating, the foods that you're eating, period, that doesn't keep you full for a long time. And there's the world, the news tells you you need to have 3 meals, breakfast, lunch, dinner, and 2 snacks in between. If you're eating like that, that lets you know that whatever you're eating isn't keeping you full for a long time. So that should already throw up a red flag of, hey, what I'm doing isn't keeping me, what I'm eating isn't keeping me full, and I'm always hungry. And you think that those are just cravings, or you think that there's something wrong. Well, there's nothing wrong with you. You're just not eating the correct foods. So when you're having these sugar cravings, that cycle just trains your body to depend on those quick carbs for energy. When your body should be, you having these highs and lows, and it's all because of the carbs, the sweets that you're having, even the healthy carbs that you think you're eating. All you're depending on is carbs for that quick energy. As soon as that's gone, you crash. You eat it again, I'm high. As soon as it's gone, you crash again. So you're going back and forth, and that your body isn't made to be going up and down like that. So to keep it simple, sugar cravings are not emotional. You're chasing a chemical reaction. So just imagine what the foods, if it's a label, a long label on that ingredient list, more than likely those are some chemicals that's been put in your food. Our body is made up of chemicals, and it's just a chemical reaction that's going on day after day, minute after minute, second after second. So, like, I want to break down the physiology behind it. So, a high carb diet creates more cravings. Just think about the foods you're eating. So, the more carbs you eat, the faster blood sugar rises, the faster it crashes. The low blood sugar is the number one biological trigger for cravings. So processed carbs digest fast, leaving you wanting more. So just think about a bag of chips, carbs, fat, whatever. You can eat the whole thing, and you're still hungry. Just think about it. If you ate just a whole baked potato, nothing on it, you could probably only eat one, maybe two. So carbs make you crave more carbs because they burn fast. So that's why in that 3 meals, 2 snacks, that came from bodybuilder world having 6, 7 meals. That came from bodybuilders. We're not bodybuilders or anything like that. And we want to feel good throughout the day, not have to depend on food, and it shouldn't be a stressor. So what I'm teaching you today is how to not have these cravings, how to get over those sugar cravings, but also how to minimalize your life and keep life simple, because we celebrate with food. So why should food be a stressor? Why should food be a stressor if we celebrate with food in every activity that we do in life? Every endeavor, it got something to do with food. So these ultra processed foods are engineered to make you want more. These hyper palatable combos like sugar, fat, and salt. Just think sugar, fat, salt, chips. Just think about the candies that you having. Think about the sodas that or the drinks that you might be having. So these are literally designed to override your fullness signals. So these things are just going to bypass your fullness signal and keep you eating more. I think the Lay's motto is like, you can't have just one, because you literally can't. They designed those cookies to bypass those hunger signals, so you can't. So even healthy people get hooked. This is by design. I got friends that love sugar. They look fit, strong, but they love, or it could be me. I look fit, strong, but I still crave sugar depending on the foods and stuff that I'm eating each and every day. So stress plus the lack of sleep would amplify your cravings. It stress and the lack of sleep, because when you're sleeping, that's restoring the body. That's where your recovery comes in. But when on stress on top of that, plus when that cortisol is high, especially in the mornings, you want that quick energy. That go a spike, then that go to crash. So that high cortisol increases your appetite for quick energy, and usually when you want something quick, it's going for those hyperpalatable foods. You're going for something that has sugar, or something quick and easy to buy. And what foods are those when you're rushing off to work, when you're coming home after a long day and you just want something quick? It's those hyperpalatable foods, whether it's fast food or store-bought food. It doesn't matter. Poor sleep reduces leptin. Leptin is your fullness hormone. So those hyperpalatable foods bypasses your leptin signals, which tells you, hey, I'm full. I don't need to keep eating. I'm good. I'm satiated. And then it increases your ghrelin. Your ghrelin is your hunger hormone. Hey, that's what turns, when you feel that hunger pain that you might get sometimes, that is your ghrelin. That ghrelin hormone is a hormone that's letting you know, hey, I'm hungry. We need to eat. Something needs to come in. So when you're having a lot of carbs, your ghrelin, when it spikes, comes back down, you crash. That ghrelin is saying, hey, I'm not full. I'm hungry. I want more. I want more. I want more. And depending on what you're fueling yourself with, it can bypass your leptin signal, which is a fullness hormone. It's a hormone, period. Lets you know that, hey, I'm not full. Let's keep eating. So poor sleep reduces all those things. So a lot of you that are battling with sleep, if you're battling with sleep, I can probably guarantee you that you're stressed, that cortisol is high, and you're probably eating poor foods. So Just think about that for a little bit. Just think about who you are, where you are in your life with your relationship with food and sleep. So your brain literally becomes more sensitive to sugar rewards. So the brain becomes more sensitive. And what I mean by more sensitive is going to be a little bit more aware, be a little bit more attached to those sugar rewards. So like if you do something good, you think that you can go eat something bad. You do something good, we get that workout in, we get those steps in, we work hard all week, and then we can go out and celebrate on the weekends and we ruin all our progress. So number 3, how whole foods reduce cravings. So when you're having whole foods are really nutritious. And with them being nutritious, it gives you a lot of vitamins, a lot of minerals, and things that the body actually know what to do with it. So then when you're eating those whole foods, your leptin cues, your leptin hormones, those cues are top tier. Your ghrelin hormones, that hunger hormone, is top tier as well. And it's going to be signaling, letting you know when you're full or when you're hungry. So when you're eating whole foods, those whole foods help digest slower and stabilize that blood sugar. So fruit, meat, eggs, veggies, nuts, potatoes, like potatoes in moderation, even fruits in moderation. So you don't get that rapid spike. So if you're not getting the rapid spike in blood sugar, the insulin isn't having to rise up as fast, which means you're not getting that crash. So if you don't have that rapid spike, you don't have a crash, which means your cravings aren't high because you're eating good, nutritious foods. Whole foods don't overstimulate your dopamine. So you can only have one baked potato. You can probably only eat one apple. You can probably only eat one, maybe two bananas. So they don't overstimulate it. They keep them neutral, keep it neutral. So you get the satisfaction, but not the addiction. You think that you can only eat one ribeye and a baked potato, or ribeye and even rice, but you can't. You can only have one of those at a time. But you can eat a double cheeseburger and French fries. You can have 2 or 3 of those. Whole foods naturally reduce your snacking because it keeps you full longer, and you stop thinking about food all day. So that's why, depending on what you eat, sometimes depending on the breakfast that you might be eating, you can go all day without even thinking about food. Oh, I didn't went all day and accidentally forgot that I needed to eat. So when you stop eating processed foods, the cravings fade on their own. You don't fight them, they disappear. So now you're not even having to worry about your willpower. Why going low carb helps break the cycle. This is what helps me, helps my clients and everybody. So fewer carbs, fewer spikes, fewer crashes. That's just the simple terms. Just keep it simple. So low carb equals that slow burning energy, because that slow burning energy is fat. Your hunger feels steady instead of insanely up and down. You having to eat all day long. When you have a nice breakfast, or every meal that you consume is higher in protein, higher in fat, and lower in carbs, you're going to be full a lot longer. Now you're only having to eat 1, maybe 2, maybe 3 meals a day. So now when you're having less sugar, your body is metabolizing fat a lot easier. So now your body's just burning through the fat that's on your body instead of just burning through the sugar that you just ate in the body. So it's that long, sustainable energy that we want to continue to keep using every single day. So fat is a stable source of all day energy. You don't have the ups and downs, the crashes. When those carbs are low, the fat is high and the protein is high. So you have better mental clarity, because when you have a rise in blood sugar, you get that spike, you get that crash, you're up, you're down, and all that affects you mentally. That affects you, how you work, how you go about your day, all of it. So no more roller coaster. Just think of a roller coaster, the biggest roller coaster you're on, all those downs, ups. That is what your mental, your body, your blood sugar, that's your insulin, all those things are doing the same thing when those carbs are high. So most people get that 1 to 3 o'clock crash, afternoon crash. You don't get no more of that. You don't get no more of that, y'all. Like, just literally, just listen to me. I promise you. Just you do what I'm saying, and you're good to go. Protein is the number one craving killer. So protein is the most satiating macronutrient. It's gonna keep you full, so where you're only having to eat a couple times throughout the day. It keeps you full of 2 to 3 times longer than just carbs. So just go have a protein meal, just go have some meat, and then just go have some carbs on that next meal and see which one keeps you full longer. And use whole foods. Use whole foods. It reduces your hunger hormones. It stabilizes that blood sugar. Protein is the anchor of meals. So the first thing you should be focusing on before you eat each meal is, what is my protein? How I need to eat this first, and let's eat as much of it as possible first. So you will feel satisfied faster, longer. It reduces the urge to overeat, and your cravings drop dramatically. Plus, I want you to build your meals around that protein. So 30 to 50 grams of protein per meal, and that is your any type of meat, eggs, Greek yogurt, cottage cheese, protein shakes, fish, stuff like that. So if you struggle with your cravings, you don't have a sugar problem, you have a protein problem. So focus on the protein first, get your fats, and then go low carbs later. So the importance of healthy fats and reducing cravings is, fat slows your digestion tremendously. So the importance of healthy fats and reducing cravings is that fat slows your digestion. It makes you full for hours and eliminates those late night snack cravings or those midday cravings. So fat stabilizes your hormones, especially for women, and it helps you out with a better mood, fewer emotional cravings. So ladies, y'all going up and down throughout the day, if you just have that fat and protein throughout the day, I guarantee that's going to change the game for you. So fat plus protein is the ultimate craving control combo, y'all. Let's go. So eggs cooked in butter, steak and avocado, steak and eggs, salmon and veggies cooked in some olive oil, ground beef and cheese. So these healthy fats turn off all "I'm still hungry" voices that is just in your ear all day long. So let's give you a couple practical steps to kill all the sugar cravings, and they can start right now, today, this week. So here's your checklist. Step 1, start high protein breakfast. Set blood sugar stability for the entire day. So have your steak and eggs, have your bacon and eggs, no carbs at all. That's what I want you eating. Step 2, remove the processed foods for 7 days. So only stick with whole foods, stay around the grocery store, and you're good to go for just 7 days. And watch your cravings, your palate, and everything, those taste buds and everything is going to reset. Step 3, eat whole foods, carbs only. So if these carbs that you're eating should be fruits, potatoes, rice, no processed carbs during the reset, and let's try to stay away from the bread. Step 4, add fat to every meal. It will help eliminate the snacking, keep you full longer, keep the blood sugar down. Step 5, hydrate aggressively. I need you drinking at least half your body weight in ounces. If you're 200 pounds, we're going for 100 ounces of water, if not a gallon. So making sure that we're hydrating. Start earlier in the day, so then you're not peeing throughout the night. I need you sleeping 7 to 8 hours a night. Your cravings will drop by 30 to 40%, studies show. So make sure you're sleeping 7 to 8 hours. That's going to help with everything, I promise you. Number 7, move your body. Move your body throughout the day. Steps, 8 to 10,000 steps a day. You need to be training 2 to 4 times, strength training 2 to 4 times a week. So let's go. That's going to help keep that metabolism high, keep that body roaring, burning fat all day long. So I just want to say, you don't fix sugar cravings by trying harder. I want you to do less work and get the most out of it, okay? So you don't have to fix sugar cravings by trying harder. You fix them by stabilizing your body, by stabilizing that blood sugar. Whole foods, low carb, more protein, and healthy high fats will restore your balance to hormones and your blood sugar and your appetite. So if you want help building a simple plan and that kills your cravings, it helps you lose fat, without counting your macros. I want you to DM me Thrive, and I'll send you my blueprint. Let's work together. Let's do it. I love y'all. I hope y'all took something from this. I want you to write down these steps that I gave you today. Start today. I guarantee you success within the next 7 days. Let me know how you do. Love y'all.